my name is David, and welcome to another Alex's Board Game Stand where we review kids' board games. Clash. And today we were reviewing another Haba game. No surprise, we are huge Haba fans here on the Game Vine. Now, this one is a memory game, but it's not memory match. You're trying to remember where animals are because they kind of fall in a certain line, and you want to get the two animals that are near each other. See, in Sleepy Castle, you are trying to accumulate as many gold coins as you can by sneaking past the sleeping guards. And if you're able to sneak past the a certain sleepy guard and get the most coins, that's where you're going to make the most profit. And Sleepy Castle is a small game, and its ages 4 to 99. So the kiddo here, she's 7, and I think she is a good age to have a grasp of memory games themselves. So without further ado, let's check out what comes in this small Sleepy Castle yellow box by Haba, and then we'll show you how to play. Let's go. And here are the components that come in the game of Sleepy Castle. It's a small game, but highly produced. I never worry about the production when it comes to Haba, even if it's a small game that just concerns tiles and little tiny wooden discs. They make sure it's good art and that the components are going to last. The gold coins are painted yellow, done well, small but cool. That's kind of the pattern with this game. It's a portable game that you can take on the go. And the tiles here, the art is super clean and fun. The animals have a reverse sleepy side, as you can see right here. There are a ton of animals. There are two different tile stacks, green and yellow. I'll get into why that matters in a second. Let's get to the point. Let's show you how to play. So this is the game of Sleepy Castle setup. You have the circle here with the green tiles. You're going to have a little space to spare because at random you're going to take these coins and put 1, 2, or 3 in between all the animals until it fills up all the space. Then you're going to take the yellow tiles and put them in the middle in this kind of grid. These are the sleeping animals. So now that we're set up, you get to do one thing on your turn, and that is simply flip one of these tiles and see what animals come up. Now, I'm going to say that this game is a small game, but it's good for building memory in a different way. Like, instead of matching the two animals, there are no two animals that match here. You're trying to find two animals that are next to each other so you can claim the gold in between them. Let's see if this happens here. I got the rabbit and that bluebird. They are not close to each other at all. So my turn would be done. I would just flip over the animals back to where they were, but I now know that the bunny is right here and that the bluebird is right here. So the next player will go and they will say flip over this chicken and the pig. So these two are next to each other. He claims these two pieces of gold, puts them in front of him, and the aim of the game is to try to have the most gold at the end of the game. The end of the game will trigger when all the gold here has been taken. So you keep playing until at least, if there's just one here, that is claimed. That will trigger the end. You count up your gold, then you see who wins. Now, say if somebody forgets and they flip the pig and chicken back over, there's no gold to take. Well, that's your turn. Just as if you were to flip over two animals that would not gather you gold, you would lose a turn, basically. So we'll continue to do this, flip over these tiles one at a time, seeing if they match up. Owl and the fox do not match up. You really want to try to get these 3 pieces of gold because that's going to matter the most. So that is simply how you play Sleepy Castle. A bite-sized game, but a good game to build the memory for the younger kids in your life. So now let's tell you what we think about this game and give it a grade. So that is how you play Sleepy Castle. Very simple, and again, it's a small package, but I think it does offer a great deal when it comes to education, because Haba always does that. So, as we always do, we're going to be giving this game a grade, a check minus if it's a bad stinker of a game, a check if it's a good game, or, you know, somewhere around the realm, maybe a pretty good game, and a check plus if it's a great game that you have to just go out there and buy for yourself and add to your collection. So with that being said, what are you gonna give this game?
A check plus because
Okay.
This is animals and I like animals. It's animals.
Okay, so you like the animals. Do you like the memory aspect of the game? Was it hard for you to remember where the animals were?
That was hard.
But sometimes you were able to get the 3 coins because you're, oh yeah, the rabbit's over here and the mouse is over here. And as long as you're able to remember, but sometimes, yeah, they do kind of lose you. And the grid, the circle there is small, but it does have a sense of complexity there because even I forgot where animals were aligned. Is there anything else that you like about this game that you want to talk about since you gave it a check plus and you're telling everyone to go out there and buy it for themselves?
No.
No, you just like this game?
Yeah.
You like Sleepy Castle. So, with that being said, again, this game is targeted for kids. It's a $4 to $99 game. So take my grade with a grain of salt. I'm giving this one a check. I think it's a good game, but it is a small one. Not one that I'm going to go back and replay over and over again, but I think it takes the memory aspect and does something different. Always Haba does that. They take a simple mechanism and then they say, okay, let's expand this. Ow, you elbowed me. So I think instead of having to, memory match the 2 of the same picture, and instead have this more of a thinky kind of matching game, and have it in a circle and have animals next to each other and try to gather the coins, I think is very, very interesting. So, with the game getting a check doesn't mean that it's a bad game. I actually think it's a good game. It's just not one of my favorite Haba games out there. But if you want a memory game, if you want to try to enhance your child's memory, this is a good game. I can't recommend it enough because it's a different way of doing so. You can play the kind of memory game where you're flipping over cards first and then go to this to kind of learn advanced memory. So Haba is good for that. That is what we think about Sleeping Castle from Haba. And thank you so much for watching today's review. We hope that this was a fun one because, as always, reviewing Haba games is always fun for us. Thank you so much to Haba, actually, for giving us these games so we can actually review them for the fans out there. So until the next time that we see ya, I've been Dave.
And I've been Alan.
And have a great rest of your day and a great time with what?
Oh, that's it.
You heard it here on the what? Ugh, bye everybody.